joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
On the ground, it's Jackson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Turns it loose. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And listen, when you've got a receiver like this who's so good off the line of scrimmage, you can run a fade route at any point of the field. It's not just down in the red zone. If he's press man, let him use his quickness, stab inside, get back to the boundary, and make a play.
It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Black.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Toner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Black. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Got a man. It's Peppers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Peppers. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Rutgers.
quick pass on the fly motion. Finds a little space. There he goes. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Grab behind the line. It's Toner. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Past the first down marker and still running. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. That's caught. It's done.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The throw to the outside is complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll swing that big leg. They put on the heat, and they blocked it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And to get rid of it quickly. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Pocket breaking down. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
And the Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Mitchell. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Finds a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Rutgers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to move on from that first down play. Second and goal from the 12. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Hard-hitting tackle. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to end. Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. Pass to 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. going right to work up top. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Cyclones will call on their punt team. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He'll take it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Iowa State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run it to the right side. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. With the run on first and goal. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Behind his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Scarlet Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and there he goes! Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Scarlet Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. To the air on second down. And they're not on the same page there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Gets it out fast. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll try to get it through the air. And as he throws, complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question, right?
Touchdown, Cyclones! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. And here comes the offense on second down. It's in the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Black. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Duff. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Let's go, let's go. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Black. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
No gain on the play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wants to throw on third down. He's got him. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Hey, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They strike first in overtime. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this.
Touchdown, Iowa State. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Rutgers. That ties it up here in double OT, and now they can win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for two. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus.